Over the last few days, we've taken a look at both China and Disney and how they're trying to put money back in their coffers. Disney went to the bankers, and China is looking to a wizard. Let's take a look.
Ladies and gentlemen, hiss and foes, welcome to the Culture Casino!
In China, Harry Potter is set to screen widely in China to help revive their cinemas. They're going to project it in both 3D and 4K, and they are hoping that this will bring the numbers back to their once stellar box office. Warner Brothers has said that the 3D and 4K restoration of Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone will be among the first films to hit the reopening Chinese cinemas as they attempt to pull in audiences after weeks of closures. The studio announced the news with a new illustrated poster featuring Hedwig swooping in with Harry's acceptance letter addressed in green ink, accompanied by the tagline, "Magic is coming." So it seems that this is in direct opposition to what we're doing in the United States, which again makes sense for what we're dealing with. But as of right now, there have been record numbers of theater closures in our country. AMC is currently not operating 8,043 screens at 634 sites. Regal has stopped operating 7,200 screens with 548 of those sites nationwide. Cinemark is closed their 4,630 cinemas, which have 344 sites, and Cineplex Entertainment, which is in primarily Canada, has closed 1,695 cinema screens at 165 sites. And I can go on and on and on and continue to read these to you, but it all adds up to far too many national and international screen locations closed. There have been a handful of Chinese cinemas that have already attempted soft reopens, but so far they've seen almost no business. Most of them are in the far western Xinjiang region, where there have been no new confirmed cases for weeks now. But the capital of Beijing, to the southwestern province of Huainan, cinemas elsewhere in China are now preparing to reopen. Many are located in the regions where authorities this week broadly authorized the service sector and entertainment venues to resume business. This is in addition to the financial backing that the government is giving the cinemas in China for an opportunity to reboot them, and also in rewarding them for their loyalty in showing Chinese made films. Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone made less than $7.8 million in China in 2002. But unlike the Star Wars franchise, this that had a large fan base in China, where people grew up alongside it with the release of the books and later the films. I anticipate that they might try to reboot Marvel as well in China, or I should say not reboot, but reissue films for Marvel in China as soon as they can, to try to, again, bring in more audiences. Anyway, so that's it for what China is doing. Now let's talk about Disney. As I mentioned a couple of days ago, Disney went to the bond and securities markets to try to raise funds because they need to stave off anyone who might try to acquire them, which I think was unlikely to begin with, but also so that they can maintain their operations and prepare to rebuild as soon as the economy gets rolling again. So from the deadline, we have Disney raises $6 billion in fresh cash with sale of debt securities. Oops, there we go. Walt Disney Friday said it raised $6 billion from the sale of debt securities. In a filing with the SEC Friday, it fleshed out a prospectus from the day before where it had signals its intention to sell notes. Companies are taking advantage of low interest rates to raise fresh cash in the midst of an escalating economic crisis. Disney's parks have been closed, movie releases shifted, and TV production shut down. It's on credit watch at ratings agencies, but is seen as having enough cash and borrowing facilities to weather the storm. It sold 5 tranches of notes with various maturities from 2025 to 2050, worth between $500 million and $1.75 billion. And those interest rates on those notes are 3.35% to 4.7%. So that seems like manageable debt for the long term, and with retirement dates that seem flexible enough for them to be back to super profitable very quickly. I wonder if merger will actually go through, and I also wonder if CBS can use financial instruments like this to try to help them out as well, because they've seem to be hit the hardest. Of course, it doesn't surprise me because they're killing their franchises even faster than Disney is right now. But anyway, well, that's it for this update today. So feel free to hit the like and subscribe button, and I'll leave that in the exit video. And I want to say thank you so much for your time today. And if you liked the video, do hit the like button. Other than that, please stay healthy, stay safe, and practice some social distancing and get to know your family again, because I'm sure they've missed you over the last, 10 or 15 years. Oh, don't get your Netflix app hacked, and have a great day. Bye-bye.
Thanks for visiting today. Be sure you're subscribed and hit that for alerts.
Yay!
Of course, like and share all of the videos that you can, as it helps with the algorithm. Have a great day.